Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to Bentley University. My name is Iris Boudreau, and I will serve as today's ceremonial marshal. I would like to welcome you all to Bentley University on this very special day. It is my pleasure to call to the lectern the chair of Bentley's Board of Trustees, Paul Condren, member of the class of 1983, and a parent of students from the classes of 2019 and 2022.
Good afternoon. It is my distinct honor to officially call to order the 51st commencement exercises of the Bentley University McCallum Graduate School of Business, a momentous milestone that marks more than a half a century of excellence in graduate business education, leadership, and impact. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff, we are here today to honor and celebrate the achievements of our graduate and PhD scholars and to welcome them as the newest members of the Bentley alumni community. I would also like to recognize our double Falcons, those earning their second Bentley degree. A round of applause for our double Falcons. Graduates, Bentley is thrilled to celebrate you this afternoon. We hope you will stay closely connected to the university and return to campus often. We are incredibly proud of you and look forward to seeing all the remarkable things you will accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Condren. Now, if you are able, please rise for the invocation. I invite Emma Markham, Chaplain for Belonging and Dialogue from the Office of Spiritual Life Center at Bentley University, to the lectern to offer this afternoon's invocation.
Welcome, graduates. Welcome, family and friends, faculty and staff, to this joyful celebration. As I think of you all at the outset of the next chapter of your lives, I reflect on what it is to live a life of meaning, a life that honors the sacred within all of us. The ancient Greek leader Pericles offered us wise counsel on what gives life meaning when he said, "What you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone monuments, but what is woven into the lives of others." By the very fact of your presence here, I know that your heart is filled with the threads of so many people who have woven into your life. The caregivers who raised and nourished you, the communities that shaped you, encouraged and challenged you, and those who inspired you through their example, creativity, and vision. Each of us is made up of those who have touched our lives, and at this moment of great rejoicing and momentous transition, you are surrounded by the love of those people here today. Let us come together in a moment of stillness. In this stillness, may we allow that love to fill this room and to enter our hearts. In times of struggle, loneliness, or despair, may you, our beloved graduates, recall the vast tapestry of love and support that surrounds you. In times of achievement, satisfaction, and pride, may you share your happiness with others, allowing your joy to multiply in the mirror of their love. And may you go forth today, following the course set by your time at Bentley, and weave into the lives of others. Know that everything you do will impact those around you, and that you are blessed with the gift of that responsibility. For in our connections with others, we find our deepest and our truest meaning. May you know the sacredness that lives within you. And may you know the sacredness that lives within everyone you meet. And may peace pervade every step along your path. Amen.
Please remain standing for America the Beautiful, performed by members of Off the Clock from the class of 2026. Michael Lefevre, Tyler Rausch, Connor Salvatore, Andika Situpu, and Sumili Soares.
grace on me, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes prove in liberating strife. Oh, more than self, their country love, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on me, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. America, America, God shed his grace on me, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
You may be seated. I call to the lectern Natasha Tejeda, a member of the McCallum Graduate School of Business, class of 2026, to offer a graduate reflection.
Good afternoon, faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, to the class of 2026. Today, we celebrate more than degrees. We celebrate who we became on the way here. Bentley taught me a powerful lesson. Your journey is what you make it, and success is defined on your own terms. For some of us, this degree represents career advancement. For others, a pivot. For many of us, it represents the sacrifices of late nights, early mornings, and weekends that look nothing like rest. Personally, this journey meant earning my MBA while working full-time as a portfolio manager and becoming a mother of 3. Yes, 3. There were moments I was in hybrid class 30 seconds after putting my children to bed, or times when I was multitasking, pumping, which I'm still trying to convince myself nobody could hear, so I could keep my baby fed and also keep my class participation up. And if I'm being honest, there were many moments of doubt. Imposter syndrome has a way of creeping in quietly. You sit in a room filled with accomplished professionals and wonder, do I really belong here? But here's what I learned. If you're in the room, you belong in the room. Every class challenged how I thought. Even with my professional experience, my perspectives were questioned, stretched, and reshaped. And that is the gift of graduate education. It doesn't just give you answers, it changes the questions you ask. Growth isn't comfortable. Many of us pursued our degrees during a time when the world felt heavy, socially, politically, and economically. Stress seemed to come from every direction, yet we kept showing up. Showing up to class, showing up to work, showing up for our families, showing up for ourselves. That is leadership. We often think of leadership as how many people report to us, but I've learned leadership is not about how many people you manage, it's about who you inspire. Sometimes leadership looks modeling resilience for your children. Sometimes it looks like honoring the sacrifices your parents made so you can sit in this seat. Sometimes it looks like believing in yourself before you fully feel ready. As a first-generation undergrad and MBA graduate, I carry my parents, Mari and Pascual, lessons with me. Work hard, give your best, and never stop trying. Their resilience became my foundation. My husband, Achilles, his support every day became my steady ground. And my children, Janina, Mikhail, and Mia, they became my daily reminder that dreams do not have expiration dates. Graduate school doesn't just test your intelligence, it tests your endurance, your identity, and your confidence. And somewhere along the way, many of us underestimated ourselves. We underestimated how much we could handle, how adaptable we could become, and how strong we already were. So today I want to remind yourself, don't ever doubt yourself. There's always someone rooting for you. Silence the doubt, and when no one is visible, step into that role yourself. Bentley taught us frameworks, strategies, and analytics, but it also taught us something deeper. We define what success looks like. Success doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait until you feel 100% ready. It doesn't require a perfect timeline. It doesn't demand that you fit into someone else's mold. It asks only that you move forward. Class of 2026, look at what you've balanced, look at what you've endured, and look at who you've become. Celebrate that. Because leadership is not just about the roles we will hold, it's about the courage we carry into them. As we leave here today, may we lead with confidence, may we define success boldly, and may we never shrink ourselves to make others feel comfortable. We belong in every room we walk into. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did not come this far to doubt ourselves now. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. I now call to the lectern the 9th president of Bentley University, E. LeBrent Cripe.
Thank you, Natasha. That was an awesome speech. Esteemed Honorary Jon Bernstein, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, families, and friends, on behalf of the entire Bentley community, thank you for joining us for this very special day, the 51st commencement exercises of Bentley's McCallum Graduate School of Business. We're honored to have each of you. And to our graduates, congratulations. This day, your day has arrived, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to your commencement. And what a milestone this is. This is a moment where you can simply look around and see the human spirit at its finest. People cheering one another and finding joy in others. Whether you're here to claim your hard-earned master's or doctorate degree, you are a devoted supporter of one another. This day is for pride and happiness and for you to take center stage. Enjoy it, revel in it, celebrate it. Parents and families, I have a sense of what you may be feeling. Last weekend, I attended my own son's graduate school commencement, and like many new grads, he's unsure of what comes next. Excited, but also a little anxious. And what I keep telling him is this: it will be fine. Relax, breathe, just have the faith that he'll find his way, just as I'm confident that every graduate here will do as well. So it's not an overstatement to say that you all graduated at an extraordinary time, even by recent historical standards. The pace of change is almost without precedent. Since you began your studies with us, AI, for example, has evolved from little more than an early stage product to where it is today, woven throughout our curriculum and into our daily lives. Technology is not only a force for transforming our world, but we live in a time of intense political polarization with new heights of vitriol and anger amidst our public discourse. Coverage of the war in Iran fills our news feeds and roils international markets. And you all are achieving this educational milestone just as our society is experiencing an important inflection period. But here's the good news. All this time you spent studying, working, listening, learning, preparing, debating, and gaining deeper experience, it is going to pay off. You've earned an education that uniquely positions you to make an impact and to make your own choices. From here, you move forward in a world that is, you'll move forward into a world not as a passive bystander, but as an architect of your life and your career. Now, by this, I don't mean to suggest that you will control every outcome and you'll never struggle or you won't need to reset your course. Far from it. And by now, I have no doubt that you all have experienced failure at some point. And given the level of academic rigor at Bentley and the concurrent demands on your time and attention that earning an advanced degree requires, many of you, while also working a full-time job, raising a family, I'm sure you've had your share of disappointments or missteps. But I'm not telling you this to stress you out or to otherwise ruin what I hope is a joyous day. Just the opposite. I'm telling you this to remind you that failure is not permanent. And here's more good news. When it does find you, you get to choose how you respond. Now, I'm old, or oldish. I've been around. And so I won't bore you with the many failures in my life, but I will tell you the approach that I've always taught to dealing with it. Get back to work. Each time I stumbled, I kept working, not always using the same method, but continuing to endeavor just the same. And that's a strategy that applies across generations, across technologies, and across eras. Effort still matters. And if you keep working at it, keep at it even after you fail, that's how you'll find success. Or as the innovator and entrepreneur Thomas Edison said, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always just to try one more time. All of our graduates here today have already proven that you're capable of hard work. Choosing to pursue a graduate degree and invest in yourselves and in your future shows that you're not the ones to take an easy path. You're resilient and tenacious. These are qualities that will hold you in good stead as you face the future, no matter what it brings. And so as much as today marks the beginning of the next chapter of your lives, it is also a moment to pause, to breathe, to take stock of where you are. Because this moment is a result of your own determination and effort, carried forward by the support of your family, friends, faculty, mentors, classmates, who all believed in you and who walked alongside you. When the road ahead feels uncertain, as it will, remember this moment. You came to Bentley not knowing what would come next. You made it through disappointments, challenges, and doubt. You persevered and you overcame, and you're stronger for it. And so when you cross the stage today and you earn a credential that recognizes what you have accomplished, make no mistake, none of us arrives at this moment alone. So graduates, I would invite you to join me in thanking those who made this journey possible, your friends, your classmates, the faculty and staff who challenged and supported you, and especially your families whose encouragement, sacrifice, and belief in you carried you to this day. As you continue your journey, know this: we are endlessly proud of each of you. You leave here equipped not only with the skills and knowledge to shape your own futures, but with a well-developed sense of self and the ethical principles of good business that will guide you and will enable you to make an impact on the world. We'll be watching with great anticipation as you contribute, build, and lead in ways that create a better future for all of us. Congratulations. Enjoy every moment of this day. You've earned it.
Thank you, President Crite. I now call to the lectern Chair Condren to confer this afternoon's honorary degree to Jon Bernstein, who will be hooded by Trustee David Junta from the class of 1987.
Jon Bernstein, leader in financial services, community advocate, sports fan. We are proud to confer upon you today the honorary degree of Doctor of Commercial Science. Your work lifts up the institutions you serve, and your volunteer efforts bring strength to the communities in which you tackle big, thorny problems. At PNC, the nation's 6th largest bank, you are the top regional executive in New England. You've expanded the bank's presence and built a team passionate about the work you do and the community in which that work is embedded. You've grown the bank's engagement with the community, expanded its volunteer efforts, and perhaps most poignantly, helped thousands in our region to achieve their financial goals. You practice kindness in your approach to work and consistently demonstrate to your teams the importance of putting the client first. But your efforts towards positive outcomes and success go well beyond the office. You chair the Massachusetts Business Roundtable, where you bring people together to tackle affordability and economic uncertainty so businesses and communities can thrive. You co-chair the Massachusetts Early Childhood Coalition, a group of business leaders advocating for policies and programs that make early childhood care and education more available in Massachusetts workers. You are a board member of the Greater Boston Chamber of Commerce, where you help amplify the local business community, and the head of the Charles Regatta, promoting the great sport of rowing. And you somehow also managed to co-host a podcast, which I'd like to listen to, called PNC Speak, the Language of Executives. And you also find time to cheer on our Boston sports teams. Today, we offer our deep admiration for all that you have accomplished, from the boardroom to the podcast studio and beyond. Therefore, by the virtue of the authority vested by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts on the Bentley University Board of Trustees, we confer upon you, Jon Bernstein, the degree of Doctor of Commercial Science, honoris causa. We hold it both a pleasure and an honor to do so.
There. Wow, okay. What an introduction. Thank you very much for that kind introduction. To the board, President Crite, members of the faculty, to gathered friends and family, let's all say congratulations to the McCallum Graduate School of Business, class of 2026. It is a great honor to be here with you today in full graduation regalia, receiving this honorary degree. But when I picture myself standing at this podium, I don't see a finance veteran. I still see myself, and always do, as just a 6-year-old boy whose first academic memories are struggling in school, not understanding how letters made words, and how words sounded and were supposed to make sense. For years, to me, almost everything academic seemed like an incomplete jigsaw puzzle, always missing pieces. In the era I grew up, dyslexia was not as well understood as it is today. And I went through my first years of school hiding, fearful of being exposed, sitting in the back of a classroom, constantly feeling insecure. And it wasn't until high school, with some teachers educated in dyslexia, came a set of realizations that changed my life. And I learned for the first time that it was okay not to know something. And I learned that it was okay to ask for help. This simple knowledge empowered me to be curious. And by constantly asking questions, everything started to make sense. And with this newfound curiosity came a freedom I had not known, a release from being ostracized and confused. I could adapt to become a better student, look at a challenge differently, to raise my hand in crowded rooms and shake off my imposter syndrome. This academic experience is part of 3 stories I want to share with you today about curiosity, the pursuit of excellence, and the importance of community. They have shaped the way I live and lead. They're not a formula or a blueprint, but just a perspective that progress and learning are rarely neat or linear. You've made an excellent choice for a graduate degree at Bentley, to expand your education, developing the skills to define the future of technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. For in this innovation age, careers are moving faster. Gone are the days of my father, the first in my family to go to college, who spent 50 years working in Detroit for my grandfather's cutting tool supply business. My father's gift to his 2 sons, a choice he never had for himself, was the independence to find our own career path. Or, to directly quote my dad, find what you love and do it. So, the second story I want to share with you is about the first love of my life. What I learned from our long-term relationship, how it pushed me to become the best version of myself, and how my heart is still broken. And after I was married, how it's become my constant mistress. Relax, everyone. This is still a business school commencement. I'm talking about my love for the sport of rowing and what it taught me about the pursuit of excellence. I remember clearly my first day on the water in high school on a calm New England September day, the sound of bubbling water as the boat accelerated with every stroke, leaving a sun-drenched wake behind us, the simple and sublime clarity of endeavor. Being tall, I was naturally suited for rowing, and the more work I put in, the better I became. I was hooked. Rowing generated a new level of confidence and belief in myself. It allowed me to dream about being more. How high could I aim? So, foolishly determined, I set off on a quixotic Olympic quest for the next 11 years. I went to college to row for a great coach, and with some excellent teammates, we won, and I liked winning. And I went to graduate school to continue rowing, never stopping to interview for a single office job. Not exactly the career direction my father had envisioned, but I was all in. And right on the precipice of achieving my goal, when I suffered a back injury the summer before my final Olympic attempt, finishing second at the trials with just the first place crew going to Barcelona. My disappointment at missing the Olympics still resonates through my soul today. And I share this painful story with you because I would not change a thing. What I discovered through my athletic journey, through injury, failure, and persistence, is that it was the pursuit that changed who I was, how I learned to work, and how I learned to compete. At rowing, I saw how good the best in the world are at something and how far from them I was, and it became my life's touchstone. That the best are at the top because they're always finding ways to get better. And when eventually I started working in finance, what I had learned from rowing translated almost perfectly. In a highly competitive business, I focused on the work in front of me while constantly looking for ways to get better. And over time, I learned as a banker that when you commit to the pursuit of excellence, you can find your voice and walk into any interview, project meeting, client visit, boardroom with the confidence of knowing you belong. As you move through life, there'll be many different paths to choose from. My third story is about learning to choose the paths that matter. What I have come to appreciate late in my career is how much joy and meaning come from constantly and consistently showing up for causes you believe in and contributing to something larger than yourself. To be clear, I'm a finance leader working at a commercial bank, not a nonprofit. But a bank does sit at the intersection of communities, economies, and systems that shape people's lives. How we lend, hire, invest, and where we show up all matter. Through this lens, I am learning how business leadership can be a positive force. Impact can come from everyday work, like helping someone to buy their first home, to managing their finances in retirement, from volunteering at a single nonprofit, to bringing peers together to build something foundational in a community. In my current role, I have been proud to co-chair a business coalition advocating for our state's early childhood education system, helping drive over $1 billion in new funding and expanding access so that 10,000 more children every year can get a better start. And while this work is never done, it's been the most meaningful chapter of my career. In closing, you are better prepared for a future shaped by artificial intelligence than I am or any generation before you. You leave Bentley with the understanding that good business can impact more than just the bottom line. It can change the world. And my wish for you is simple. Stay curious, always ask questions. Fall in love with the journey. And in your pursuit of excellence, take pride in building magnificent careers and communities. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Jon. I call Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Paul Teslick, to offer congratulations on behalf of the faculty, announce the 2026 Faculty Awards, and to begin presenting degrees.
Greetings and congratulations to the McCallum Graduate School of Business Class of 2026. It's a privilege to join you this afternoon as we celebrate the completion of this important chapter in your academic journey, one that has been years in the making. You've achieved so much during your time at Bentley. Our devoted teachers, scholars have taken great pride in supporting your growth and helping you reach this milestone. At this time, I would like to ask all members of the Bentley University faculty to please stand if able so we can recognize and thank you for your exceptional dedication and contributions. Also, I'm pleased to share that 7 of our talented faculty members were recently honored for their academic excellence and unwavering dedication to our students. Today, we celebrate their achievements along with yours. The Gregory H. Adamian Award for Excellence in Teaching was presented to Elizabeth Ledoux, Assistant Professor of English and Media Studies and Director of Media Programs. We are also proud to recognize outstanding scholarship by our faculty. The 2026 Excellence in Scholarship Award was awarded to Effie Strafusky. Congratulations, Effie, Associate Professor of Management. The Bentley University Award for Outstanding Scholarly Contribution was given to 4 deserving members of our faculty. I'll name them and ask you to please join me in congratulating them. It was Brian Fox, Associate Professor of Management, Ronnie Hoytash, John E. Rhodes, Professor of Accounting, Maruka Malman, Associate Professor, Computer Information Systems, and Jeff Proudfoot, Professor and Chair of Computer Information Systems. And finally, we honor excellence in academic advising and mentorship. The Joseph M. Cronin Award for Excellence in Academic Advising and Mentoring was presented to Eric Graynor, Lecturer in Accounting. These outstanding faculty represent just a small sample of the world-class talent at Bentley. We're pleased and proud to recognize these award winners this afternoon and thank all of our faculty for their contributions to our academic community. Now, it's my honor to present you the candidates for doctoral degrees. Since Bentley University began awarding doctoral degrees in 2009, 79 students have earned their terminal degrees here. Today, we recognize and honor 3 more. This afternoon, 3 scholars will have conferred upon them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and with it, all the associated rights and privileges. 1 of them has earned a doctorate in business, and 2 have earned doctorates in accounting. While we believe that education is a lifelong journey, these degrees represent the highest attainable merit available in academia. At this time, I invite President Crite to join me as we award these degrees. I call today's doctoral degree recipients to receive their diplomas and hoods from their faculty advisors. Doctoral candidates, the regalia you are wearing now and the hoods you will soon don have a long and storied history in the academic tradition. Today, we carry on that tradition. We shall now confer the degrees upon the candidates. Our first degree will be awarded to Jae Lee Lee, Doctor of Philosophy in Business with a focus in Computer Information Systems, who will be hooded by Professor Marco Marabelli. Next, Woon-Shin Yo, Doctor of Philosophy and Accounting, will be hooded by Professor Gopal Krishnan.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wenjuo Zhu, Doctor of Philosophy and Accounting, will be hooded by Professor Ari Yazigel. Will you please join me again in congratulating our 2026 doctoral graduates? We now begin the conferral of our graduate degrees. This afternoon, we honor the accomplished students who have successfully completed their degree requirements. Each of you has shown remarkable dedication and perseverance in earning this well-deserved academic achievement. Graduates, in just a few moments, you will become part of Bentley's global network, nearing 68,000 alumni who are making a meaningful impact around the world. This milestone marks the beginning of exciting new opportunities ahead. At this time, I invite President Crite to join me as we present the graduates from the McCallum Graduate School of Business Class of 2026.
To expedite these proceedings, please hold your applause until the names of all the candidates have been read. For everyone's security and comfort, please keep the aisles clear and do not approach the stage to take pictures, as it blocks the view for others. A reminder that a professional photographer is taking pictures of each graduate as they walk across the stage. Finally, out of respect for all graduates and your classmates, we ask all to remain seated until the last graduate's name is read.
Meredith Ashley Adams. Braden Anthony Ayeta. Arifa Amina. Ulises Ariel Barahona Escoto. Haley Linda Sue Bardorf. Lena Khalil Basma. Wilton legend Rickman Cartwright. Tiernan Patrick Curley. Megan Kathleen Daly. Tejas Vivek Davy. Ryan Joseph DeSantis. Ryan Christopher Divelbus, Jake Thomas Dubois, Marcella M. Fisher, Oslem Flores, Abdul Samad Ololade Folarin, Rithvik Ganesh, Hannah Page Giza, Daniela Maria Gonzalez Tavares, Matthew Thomas Gooch, Miles Duncan Guthrie, Lauren Alana Hunt, Madeline Hobbs, Natalie Emma Hodgins, Kendall Victoria Jason, Philippa Eloise Lacombe, Jung Yi Lee, Nachaka Jacqueline Lizubuho, Corey Lusty, Matthew Mahler, Ethan Isaac Massey, Natalie McLean, Sean Joseph McGivern, Jacqueline Alyssa Megna, Samantha Minton, Madison Emily Miranda, Windim Christian Mobong, Chikomboriro Musinga, Ronnie Leonardo Nauta, Jasmine May Nuffer, Winnie Ogero, Akindele Oladeji, Stella Ray Oldakowski, Brett Albert Olivares, James Pan, Alexander Seraphim Pasiakos, Ryan Paul Perry, Bradley Charles Pinto, Nicole Ann Politano, Alyssa Nicole Poole, Rao, Reagan Raposa, Sophie Jane Raposa, Anaya Marie Rivera, Aidan Bennett Rogers, Olivia Salvato, Ellery Schutte, Konstantinos Georgios Spanolios, Elma Tafa, Yanni George Vraliotis, Godfrey Mugalula. Ha Phuong Vu. Flora Lin. Jackson Kennedy Cox. Kubra Abbasova. Sevian Geril M. Galan. Julio Alberto Barnuevo Reategui. Sahil Sayali Parmeshwar Bora. Matthew Lewis Edelman. King Solomon Adeyeye Ehinola. Augustin Ezerim. Jamie L. Festino. Mitchell Akeodi Igolima. Amir Ahmed Khan. Jordan Labby. Vinit Manju Sandeep Latte. Men Tree Le. Saumil Bimal Mehta. Brandon Matthew Ostagai. Gina Palermo. Robert William Pitney. Harshvardhan Rai. Kamaruddin Sheikh. Nyasha Sibanda. Abigail Sullivan. Shireen Uriel Alejandro Ulloa. Shireen Tumushamaze. Uriel Alejandro Ulloa. Queen Vo. Lin Yi. Yan Zhuang. Ji Yingzhu. Melissa Eleanor Halatsis. Talal Ramzi Abu Taleb. William James Barrett. Seth Abbott Hayward Bernard Docker. Devansh Bhartia. Michael George Boutros. Nicholas Capucci. Christopher Sorella. Patrick Jun Hao Chen. Aidan James Cunningham. Jack Thomas Doonan. Elias Drake. Safal Chogul. Randy J. Estrin. Eric Anthony Figueroa. Connor Flynn. Daniel Furs. Kiara Lee Garcia. Gianluca Ginandrea. Caroline Elizabeth Gray. Alexander Jean Hananian. Zahin Hassan. Sofia Ismalia Henriquez. Avriel Victoria Geraldo Vasquez. Parker Charles Higgins. Catherine Elizabeth Johnstone. Austin James Jose. Snigdha Cabra. Kevin Kashi. Avinash Kiran Lala. Maximilian Charles Lumpy. Brady Logan. Marina Andrea Malozzi. Ryan Martins. Kevin Matthew Millington. Nadia Elisa Niemer. Damian Oliveira. Ryan Samuel Orr. Akash Parekh. Daisy Patel. Dhruv Patel. Shiv Girish Patel. Sayadajar Pirzadeh. Ryan Patrick Pelkey. Arcelia Pena Bobadilla. Cameron Ann Pep. Ryan James Perugini. Aidan Francis Pickett. Isabella Ramirez Perdomo. Bhavik Manish Rugani. John Vincent Saya. Juhi Rajan Sanghavi. Krish Dilip Sankleche. Arya Nimesh Shah. Rishi Shah. Rhythm Chatain Shah. Samuel Silva. Anmol Somaya. Lee Stepanatos. Emma Anastasia Stefano. Sabina Straminsky. Caroline Grace Sullivan. Sean Teotonio. Casey Matthew Trodden. Michael Vital. Jaden Kai Wild. Jonathan Richard Wilds. William Tyler Boland. Don Doe. Utsav Gambir.
Mordejai Aderi Fiddleman. Ezra Salem Silvera. Leon Sion. Miro Danny Yohoros Abadi.
Natasha Bose. Natalie Coe. Tessa Coleman. Melissa Wilder Correa. Lauren Cow. Fabiana Rodrigues da Silva. Lindsay De Haas. Anne Grace Enriquez Dizon. Long Men Doan. Michaela Ferreira Fleming. Lisette Elizabeth Gonzalez. Benjamin Gothman. Shay Gribbons. Andrew Christopher Hahn. Marley Heidel. And Ho. Morgan Hughes. Satyanarayan Singh Janakiram. Yuhan Liu. Ramya Mahendran. Elizabeth Faith Myeroff. Patricia Pami Montalvan. Jacqueline Murley. Pooja Nagasandra Suresh. Hong An Win. Warsik Nikoyan, Bobola Ayoyinka Oniwura, Keyur Patel, Anna Pinkasov, Emilia Ponce de Leon Perez del Raso, Radhi Priyasri, Pramit Sarkar, Shreya Sriram, L. Laura Troeger, Alexandra Zuharis, Nailde Ferreira Barreto, Caitlin Michelle Chambers, Lynn M. Fish, Sarah Fortulati, Andrew Gia, Melissa Pearl Layton, David Benjamin Levine, Saldis B. Lugo, Brooke Elizabeth Pico, Olivia Tawney, Mia Baraka Atsan, Olivia Daniela Anastasi, Nicholas Anthony Andriolo, Niyudlia Araiva, Chloe Nicole Arsenault, Antranig Dersahajian Atanizian, Catherine Avendano Paredes, Abigail Summers Ayat, Emma Baker, Jill Beaton, Sergio Andres Blanco Mate, Julia Michelle Block, Sophie Braylon, Caitlin Kylie Byrne, Brendan Scott Caracino, Sabrina Rose Cardaropoli, Natalie M. Celestine, Alan William Chase, Annie Wing Si Chen, Ruihua Christy Chen, Alexia Nicole Chesbro, Michaela Rose Creevy, Patrick Ryan Damon, Amanda Nicole Davidson, Himakshi Deka, Rachel Louise Delfino. Robert DiMaggio. Sarah D. Pillow. Christopher Kevin Dodd. Kellyanna Marie Doyle. Catherine Marie Doyon. Krishnu Hiran Patel. Matthew Paul Duchemin. Isabella Patricia Duenas Lozada. Mackay Marlon Dunton. Eliza Catherine Fandel. Angela Jean Fish. Emma Fisher. Keenan Fong. Jacob Anthony Foti. Tony Hoopsher Golan. Dana Marie Goulet. Emma Graffagnino. Jacob Grant. Ashley Anna Green. Madeline Jane Gruber. Brianna Jacqueline Harding. Samantha Hill. Catherine Leonard Hogan. Matthew Hogan. Aidan Richard Johnson. Trevor James Hodgson. Wade Robert Holden. Narges Jafar Snee. Gibbon James. Callie Lynn Jones. Hannah Jordan. Abhishek Krishna. Kuma Worku Kumse. Audrey Labouliere. Jacob William Leduc. Isabella Stefania Leo. Jingwen Liang. Joseph McGovern LaRusso. Logan McDonald. Enna Mashukov. Jonathan Camilo Mayorga. William J. McCorkle, Jr. Erica Marie McShane. Penelope Mieses Paulino. Michelle Catherine Miller. Stephen Montero. Rona Nansubuga. Taylor Ann O'Brien. Emily Catherine O'Connell. Ashley Analia Pagliuca. Ana Papas. Nicole Mercedes Pasache. Zaida Melina Pimentel Gamboa. Barrett Francis Gray Pierce. Hannah Lynn Porman. Edward N. Potter. Christiana Wrong. Anya Russell. Roxana Sendor. Thomas Bennett Schooler. Nicola Alessio Scolaro. Kushi Singh. Nico Sofronas. Natasha Katiuska Tejeda. Joseph Tringale. Rachel Twombly. Victoria Whedon. Rebecca Wiseman. Julia Marie Williams. Derek George Wong. Jocelyn Lee Kwong Wong. Junjun Wu. Shuing Yu. Sandy Maykin Jiang. Ksenia Zotina. Julin Fan. Paul Joseph Keene. Gabriel Holmes.
President Crite, it is our pleasure and honor to present to you the members of the McCallum Graduate School Business Class of 2026. They have worked diligently in the classroom and beyond to secure a Bentley education. With the support of the faculty and the trustees of the institution, I am honored to present them to you now.
By the authority invested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Board of Trustees of Bentley University, and by reason of your having fulfilled all the requirements prescribed by the faculty and trustees, I pronounce you graduates of Bentley Universities and holders of this degree as indicated, with all the related rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Graduates, you are entering a world that will no doubt be filled with challenges and obstacles along your path to success. But I know that you, just as Bentley alumni who have come before you, will be well equipped with the skills and fluencies to leave your mark on the world and to seize untold success along the way. Congratulations, you are now graduates of the Bentley University McCallum Graduate School of Business. Well done. Thank you all for joining us here today to both celebrate the achievements and to recognize the potential of the class of 2026. With that, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, Bentley University's 2026 Graduate Commencement is now concluded.
The recessional of the platform party, faculty and staff, will now take place. Graduates, we ask you to remain seated until the recessional has exited the arena floor. Then we invite you to gather with your guests and enjoy a reception on the mezzanine level overlooking the arena. You can access shuttles from the parking lot outside until 7 p.m. Thank you all, and congratulations.